Hello, this is Maria Alchiari, and the topic that I've chosen is debunking the myth regarding ADD or ADHD children. The biggest myth out there, or one of them, is to make excuses rather than take responsibility for their actions. This is going to be a simple overview how ADD or ADHD students and educators can bridge the gap. So learning in a classroom environment is a more positive, manageable, and engaging experience. ADD is a disorder of the central nervous system characterized by disturbances in the following areas: attention, impulsiveness, and hyperactivity. It is more accurate to describe attention problems as components of the process of attention. This process includes choosing the right stimulus to focus on, sustaining the focus over time, dividing focus between relevant stimuli, and shifting focus to another stimulus. Workaholism, single-mindedness, procrastination, and boredom are common and somewhat surprising manifestations of attention problems. The workaholic might have little difficulty selecting focus or sustaining it, but have great difficulty shifting their focus. The procrastinator can selectively focus his attention and might endure frequent accusations of laziness, but in truth, he's really distracted by stimuli and he can't figure out where or how to get started. Impulsivity is a failure to stop and think. Impulsivity plays out in less obvious ways. It can affect the quality of the work on the job by the rush to get a task completed, but may include many careless errors. Some examples of impulse buying, discarding an important document, or ruining a piece of equipment because directions were too long. Lastly, hyperactivity is the first symptom people think of when they talk about ADD, because you see it in two forms. You're either moving too much or you're talking too much. In short, it's a generalized restlessness. So, how does our reading this week correlate with this subject of ADHD? Well, we learned about distributive practice or spacing in learning, and it refers to a particular schedule of learning episodes as opposed to a particular kind of learning episode. Distributed practice effects refers to better learning when episodes are spread out in time than when they occur in close succession. But those learning episodes could involve restudying the material, retrieving the information from memory, or practice skills. Studies have shown that spaced practice between 1 to 30 days was superior to mass practice of 0 days, and the benefits was even greater, following a longer lag, 30 days, than a shorter lag of 1 day. Now, as a teacher, there are strategies that educators can use to help their students with their behaviors. When you see them with difficulty following a plan, possibly maybe a system with long-range goals, by breaking it up into realistic parts. If they're having problems with sequencing or completing steps to accomplish tasks, like writing a book report or division problems, provide examples and specific steps to accomplish the task. If they are shifting from one assignment to another, define the requirement of the activity. For example, instruct them to complete all 6 problems, but not to begin the next task until that is finished. If they're having difficulty sustaining efforts and accuracy over time, reduce the activity time and strive for quality. Increase positive reinforcements and let them know they're doing well. If they're having difficulty with a task that requires memory, use spacing or distributive learning to enhance the recall. If they have problems with self-monitoring, like careless errors in spelling, arithmetic, and reading, teach methods of self-monitoring, like stop, look, and listen. If they're having difficulty in participating in class without being interruptive or difficulty working quietly, seat them next to you. Also reward their good behavior. If you find frequent excessive talking, use hand gestures that show when or when not to speak. These only are a few strategies every educator can use in the classroom, but there are more to be learned. In summary, success is achieved when you figure out what you were born to do and fashion a lifestyle that enables you to do it. If you take the dis out of disability, you will find abilities. For the ADD student, if they can accept their way of learning, adapt to how they learn, and work hard to achieve their goals, it truly will reflect their unique gifts and talents, and more than just a disability. It's an added dimension. It's an added dimension. Thank you.